Hello and welcome back to Embodied Astrology. This is a weekly series where I share practical teachings and intuitive messages about the astrology of the week ahead so that you can work with this energy to embody your most authentic self and live your best life. This week we have a new moon in Aries taking place on Friday the 17th, and I talked a little bit about this new moon last week, but this is like a super powerful new beginning that I want everybody to take advantage of. I get the sense that all of you watching have something percolating, something that you're really wanting to begin and start anew on, or to really take action on in a way that you haven't in the past. So there's an aspect to this new moon that is really about letting go of old stories, old excuses, BS, whatever that has held you back in the past from really moving forward on this particular goal. There's a chance that the goal that you're setting with this new moon is not new. It's something that you've worked on before, or there's some sort of setback that kind of stung and therefore you put this goal on the shelf. But the astrology of this week is really making you feel like, okay, I'm sick of these excuses. I'm sick of the BS. I'm ready to move forward in a way that I haven't before. And the reason why this is happening is shortly before the new moon in Aries, we have the sun and Chiron come together in this beautiful cazimi. It is this point of renewal, regeneration, a new beginning. And with Chiron being really about our wounds and the ways that we've been hurt in the past, but how we've been able to heal and learn from them and teach others and help them heal from those same wounds. This is really about getting to a point where we're like, you know what? Enough is enough. Yes, I've been hurt in the past. Yes, I've been scared. Yes, I've been ashamed, all of these things, but I'm not going to let this hold me back any longer. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to just not let that pain or that worry hold me back from expressing myself in the way that I deserve to, in embracing the parts of me that are ready to be embraced, in stepping out in a way that I am finally ready to do. And so there's kind of this triumphant air of like, I'm not letting this BS hold me back anymore. I'm moving forward in this way that I've never felt so empowered to do, which is really exciting. Like, I love this for you. This is very cool. I had to pull up my paper so I could be confident. We have Neptune, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, the moon, and the sun all in Aries with this new moon. And so Aries is, again, this sign of determination, of willpower, of taking action, ambition, moving fast, breaking things. It's very bull in a china shop. And so your pursuit of this goal, will it be perfect? No. Will it be smooth? No. But are you going to learn a lot and get a lot stronger and more resilient as you move through the process? Absolutely, yes. We had this Mars-Neptune conjunction on Sunday. We're about to have a Mars-Saturn conjunction this coming Sunday. So this is not to say that whatever this new beginning is going to be smooth sailing. Like, there's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be this feeling of, oh, wait, are you sure? Or have you thought of all the things? The inner critic within you might emerge and be like, can you even do that? The audacity of you to believe that you can. But Aries is not a sign that's about perfection. It's about forward momentum. And as we know, when we make mistakes and we have these failures, it's just feedback. We're learning along the way. These lessons that we are going to learn along the way are going to be so incredibly valuable. And so it's about not being impatient with yourself, trying not to get frustrated with yourself, having as much compassion and grace as possible. This is why, thank God, Venus is in Taurus right now, because we need some of this soft, feminine, compassionate energy with all of this fiery, airy stuff happening right now. And so that leads me to my last message for you, which actually came directly from my Moonology Oracle deck, because I always pull a card from this deck whenever there's a new or a full moon. And it was reminding us to embrace and call in goddess energy. To me, this means remembering our worth and celebrating our worthiness and having this goal or this new beginning that we are pursuing become an expression of our worthiness, an expression of how much we love ourselves, how much we believe in ourselves. I think there's a lot to be said about achieving things or working on things that require a little bit of battle testing yourself. There's something special and really cool to see what you're made of. And I do think this is a time where we are going to see what we're made of. And when we come across these hurdles or these setbacks, as we always do when we're pursuing goals, remember to call in this goddess energy. Remember that the universe and the divine is on your side. It wants to see you succeed. We all want to see you succeed. And just because you're experiencing a little setback doesn't mean that you're not worthy of this goal or you're not capable, because you are. You're incredibly strong, capable, smart, brave, all the things. And you going after this goal is divinely timed. It's meant for you. And all that's required of you is to continue pushing forward, even when it feels hard, even when it feels a little bit confusing, even when it feels unsure. This is going to be the key to really keeping this momentum. This goal is about so much more than just the goal itself. It's about reclaiming your power and your worthiness and believing in yourself and showing yourself that you can do hard things. So my practice for you this week is to really set an intention with this new moon happening on Friday in Aries. What I am going to do and what I encourage you to do is to do some journaling around this topic. Where in your life or in the Aries part of your chart are you seeking a new beginning? Are you starting something new? Writing a few sentences about that, the exact vision that you're calling in for yourself, and then to consolidate that into some sort of affirmation. A simple 1 to 2 sentence statement that you can recite to yourself, that you can look at every day, that you can remember. That's easy enough. That really sums up the ethos of everything that you're trying to call in with this new beginning. And when you are moving throughout your day and remembering this affirmation, I want you to then pair it with an action. So maybe your affirmation is something like, I'm ready to be seen and to express myself authentically. If this is true, then ask yourself, how would you act? If I really am somebody who loves being visible, embraces it, and easily expresses my authentic self, then how would I act? And then do that action and do it again and again and again and again. And before you know it, you've become the person who embodies this affirmation. Our words are incredibly powerful. Mercury is in Aries, which means we are going to be succinct, we are going to be direct. Our words are going to be like exact. And so really embrace that energy, embrace this focus, embrace this bravery, embrace this courage. And if you have a goal that you're setting under this new moon, please drop it in the comments. I would love to hear what it is that you're working on. If you really want to take advantage of this new beginning, I highly recommend booking a True You astrology reading with me. This is a really expansive reading experience that helps you connect with your authentic self and discover your unique potential through the lens of your birth chart. I have found so much inspiration and validation through my own birth chart over the years. It's the reason why I decided to start my own business. It's the reason why I started to become an astrologer. It is the reason behind so many things that if you would have told me that I was going to do some of these things, like even, 5, 7 years ago, I would say, what? You're crazy. But astrology just has this magical way of really validating and encouraging us and reminding us who the F we are, especially in times where we're feeling a little bit discouraged, a little bit confused, a little bit disconnected from our true self. So if that sounds of interest to you, if you want a little bit of a cosmic boost, I highly recommend booking a time in my calendar, which is linked below. Happy new moon in Aries. I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. And I will be back next week to talk a little bit more about how exactly we're going to move the ball forward on this very exciting new intention that you are setting. Have a great week. I'll see you next time.